Welcome back to another episode of So Glad We're Friends. I'm Maggie.
I'm Devon.
I'm Brittany. David Beckham. Have you guys seen the documentary? I'm obsessed.
Okay, I didn't watch it yet, but I've heard everybody talking about it.
I'm obsessed.
Is it a movie or a show?
All over him again. It's like a documentary show. Like they do.
Okay.
There's 4 like episodes of it. They have so much footage. Like I think Victoria and David like just walked around with a video camera all the time.
That's
And
cool.
so he cheated on her? Is that the whole thing?
I don't think so, but he did not deny it.
So he didn't.
He didn't like full out deny it in the documentary.
Interesting.
I don't know that it's ever been confirmed or denied. They just said it was a really difficult time in their lives.
Damn, that is hard. Were the kids in it a lot? Like, does it show the kids being little?
Yeah, it shows the kids.
Oh, that's
being
so
really
cool.
little. Yeah. I just like love them. I just like, they're so cool.
So that's what everyone is saying, is that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are like the modern day Beckhams.
Oh, yeah. Except Taylor Swift is like way more successful than Victoria Beckham.
Yeah.
But
I think Victoria Beckham is like on the like rising though, because she has like her beauty line, and doesn't she have a clothing line too?
Is she American or she's British?
No,
she's British.
I wonder if she's gets more press in the UK, because like, yeah, I don't hear about her makeup line. I've heard about her clothing line, but I don't hear about it that much. But she's probably huge in the UK.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is I thought she was like famous for modeling and stuff in the UK. Like
she was in Spice Girls.
Oh wait, I
Spice.
totally forgot that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like giant. Whoa, I really forgot that.
Like, I thought it was so interesting because I didn't realize how young he got like recruited to Manchester United.
How young was he?
He was like 15 or like 12. I've read the exact number. Yeah, so he was like he was part of the like organization from like a very, very young age. And then he left when he got traded when he was 27.
Reminds me of Jamie Tart.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah. It was heartbreaking. I wonder if they like pulled from that.
Probably.
Now that I think about it, because very similar. But I don't know like how long Jamie Tart was like part of the
Manchester
thing. But yeah, it was. There's so much, but I just like forget. I thought that in Europe though, paparazzis were a little more respectful of kids.
Yeah, I thought they had stricter rules.
Didn't we talk about
after Princess Diana?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was after Princess Diana. Oh, maybe this was before.
Sure, they have more.
But what did we just talk about?
Joe Jonas and everything. There's like a new law where paparazzi can't photograph, like they can't publish the kids' faces in the newspapers.
Yeah, Kristen Bell talked about that because they helped organize that.
Yeah, Kristen Bell. That's
and Reese Witherspoon.
But apparently they were like horrible in Europe with the Beckhams. Like they just.
Okay, yeah. So they were like Travis and Taylor in Europe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that translated as much to America, so we kind of missed out on some of it. But yeah, they were like.
That makes sense because their soccer's like our NFL.
Yes.
Yeah.
And their Spice Girls is like our Taylor Swift.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
It's really crazy. I just saw this TikTok of this.
So cute now too.
I know. What's his name?
Romeo?
No, the older one.
I don't think the older one's very
Brooklyn.
cute,
You don't?
No, not really. I mean, I don't think Romeo's cute, but like I also didn't realize like how fashionable like he was. He was like such a trendsetter. Like he'd like shave his head and then everyone shaved their head, and he like did a mohawk and everyone did a mohawk.
That's cute. I don't really know them. I just thought that Brooklyn Beckham was dating like a socialite girl. Don't even remember who it was now.
I just saw them.
Or they got married?
They did get married. They got married last year.
How old is he?
He's young.
I think he's like. No, I don't think he's that young.
I think he's like my age or younger.
Really?
Let me look it up. He is 24.
For some reason, I thought he was a little older, but
oh wow, his wife is 28.
Oh,
Older woman.
Older woman.
That's and she must be.
Oh, and
mature.
Romeo's 21. I thought Romeo was younger. Like a lot younger for some reason.
Yeah. Well, Cruz, and then they have a little girl, Harper.
That's a cute
pretty
name.
cute.
I know, it's a really cute
That
name.
reminds me of Wizards of Waverly Place.
Mm.
Is she
Why'd you have
Harper?
to do
Is there a
that?
girl named Harper?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever really saw. I like watched it with a girl I babysat, but
What was your like Disney shows that you loved?
That's a
PBS.
Raven. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. What was the Shia LaBeouf one?
Even Stevens.
Oh
Miss Mary.
yes.
That makes sense. So you were just like at the very tail end, because I also watched That So Raven and everything, but then it just
Lizzie
continued to
McGuire.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah,
and Wizards of
then-
Waverly Place. and
Yeah.
I got out around Dog with a Blog.
I wasn't there for that.
I feel like they kind of like they made the shows very interesting after.
Yeah.
Like they made them like very young versus I mean, I don't know how old Raven was supposed to be, and I don't know how old like Lizzie was supposed to be and all of those things.
Lizzie
but, like,
McGuire was in like 7th grade or 8th grade.
Yeah, which is really weird because it seemed like high school in the show.
Yeah,
but it's
Because
But
we
it
were
really
so
did.
young, so we thought
Yeah.
that she was so old.
That's true. But we've been watching, they added Drake and Josh to Netflix, and we've been watching it at night when we go to sleep. It's wildly inappropriate.
Is it?
Like they
That's
throw
why
in
our parents
so
didn't want
many
us watching
things.
Nickelodeon.
I'm
my
like,
parents
whoa,
did not
that
like
producer
Nickelodeon.
guy, what is
Yeah.
his name?
Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider is a little bit of a creep. Like there's so many
Big, major creep.
innuendos of like
Really?
sexual things or
And he had a
it's so
foot
weird.
fetish, and he would have the girls do weird feet things on his shows. Like Sam, what's her name?
Ariana
Jeanette
Grande?
McCurdy.
Oh, Jeanette McCurdy.
Yeah, she had to do some like thing where she was like stepping in gooey stuff, and they were like filming her feet for the show. And now,
That's
like knowing that
really-
he has a
that's
foot
really
fetish,
heavy.
like that's disgusting.
A lot of them have like come forward.
Yeah.
That sucks. I don't like hearing about
Yeah,
that.
pretty gross. But also like Disney movies have that too. Just not as bad. Like not the creepiness, but they put in adult humor to make it appealing to adults as well.
Yeah.
Brittany, that movie that you watched, The Elementals, what is it called?
Yeah.
That
Did
one?
you like it?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh.
But my sister was like with mom friends at her kid's school, and like a mom came up to her and was like, you should be really careful like showing this to your kid because there's like same-sex couples, even though it's not even
Oh my
sexes, it's
God.
like fucking elements. Like
Oh
they're
my
not even
God.
elements.
People
And then
are
there's
so
a part where
stupid.
there's like bushes, I guess, and they're like, we're pruning our bushes, and they like cover themselves up or something, like they're pruning themselves. And she was like, it's wildly inappropriate.
What the fuck?
Isn't that crazy?
I guess I wasn't
They're
really
brainwashing
watching
our
it,
kids.
but I don't think it was inappropriate. I think it was a very good movie to see the differences in other people and like respecting people. I don't know.
It sounds really cute. I want to watch it.
People
It's
like
very-
that are just so afraid of everything, and they're looking
Yeah.
for things to confirm their fears everywhere.
Yeah. Ugh, and it makes me sad because like I used to live in such of that place of fear of hell and devils and everything, and it is so fucking scary. Like you feel terrified all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And you just feel bad all the time.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, I would like be
I
scared.
had
of
an
my own
impure
thoughts.
thought today.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my God, I thought about this today. Like I
Mm-hmm.
sinned.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Or then I'd think it'd come true because like I thought about something bad or something.
Yeah.
I'd be like, did I pray for this bad thing to happen because I thought about it?
Because I thought about it.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Wait, so when did you see the Taylor Swift movie?
Sunday.
Who did you go with? Or did
My
you go by
mom
yourself?
and Logan.
How was it?
It was so good. It was really long.
How long was it?
Incredibly.
like
I
3
want to
hours?
know. Yeah.
Guys, no, before we're going, I tell because Cameron the whole week leading up, he's like, "Is it 3 hours long? Like, is it because the concert's over 3 hours?" And I'm like, "I don't know the fucking runtime." And then I hear that it's 2 hours and 45 minutes. So we're like leaving. We're going in the car ride there, and I'm like, "It's less than 3 hours." And he's like, "I looked it up. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes. Like
It's
so
like-
close to 3 hours."
Some songs you get really hyped up, and then others you kind of get bored, and then you get hyped up again. So like sometimes I'm like, okay, this is so long. Like I'm bored
it-
of this.
What's your
song.
theater singing or like loud and dancing or anything?
There was
or
like
it
nobody
chill?
there. I went on like Sunday at 4 p.m. So
is it a mix of like behind the scenes and the
It's
concert?
just her show.
Literally just the
No,
concert.
this bitch is so smart because she's gonna make another documentary. I guarantee at the end of the whole tour of the behind the scenes. So she gets the concert, the concert movie, and the documentary.
This concert is fucking crazy. Like, I cannot believe the stamina that she has. And she did LA for 5 nights in a row, and then how many 30 to 50 shows in the US of a concert that's over 3 hours long, and she changes like 10 times. I'm sure, Maggie, you know the exact numbers of like how many times she changes, and she has a different mic for
10
each
or 11,
era.
Really?
Like,
that's insane. So it's just a concert.
Really
so
crazy.
I'll probably want to watch the documentary more.
Yeah, but you would maybe want to watch the concert. Have you watched any of her other concert movies, like the Reputation one or 1989 or anything? If you liked those, then I guess you'd want to. I don't know. It's good, like if you'd be interested in the concert, but
I was worried that my mom and sister would be bored because it was so long and because they don't know her music as much. But my mom was like, "You guys weren't tearing up at the show?" She's like,
"What part did she tear up at?"
She just kept getting emotional because of everybody like cheering for her and like her, I don't know, just like at Taylor's success and hard work, I guess.
That's how I felt. Like I was like, there was 2 high school girls next to us, kind of, and they were like singing to each other and like dancing a little bit, but staying in their seats, and it was just so cute. And then like at one point, this mom and daughter went out to the bathroom, and then when they were walking back in, the daughter was like singing and dancing as she was walking back to her seat, and the mom was standing behind her, just like beaming, like smiling so big, and I was tearing up so much. I was like, this is so sweet. Just this whole year of everything girls just feels so good.
Yeah, it made me emotional hearing like songs from Speak Now and Fearless too, because I'm like, oh my god, like these were my songs in high school, and now
that's what
like it's
I
crazy.
think I'd be emotional about. Or I am emotional like hearing those songs again. I'm just like,
especially seeing them live. And like Taylor's so old now, but like,
is she really? How old is she? Let's not say so old.
She's 35. No, she's born in 1989, or so she's 34.
Yeah,
she would have turned.
I was like, I'm born in 1991, and she's
I think she's
born in the 80s.
She's my sister's age.
But I just mean she's so old because she's so much older than she was when those songs came out. Like she was a baby.
Like 16, like when
for
18,
15, 14 even.
That's crazy. Yeah, I also love how much she's like putting the NFL like on the map and like.
Dude, did you see the SNL skits?
No, I need to watch.
It was so funny.
Did they just come out last? Like, was it last week that they did the?
Yeah, this last Saturday. It was so funny.
I love hearing on SmartList, like when they talk to people who are on SNL, like kind of the old like stories about SNL, because I think it's like there's so much behind the scenes that goes into it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's a lot of work.
I could never do something like that.
Oh, me either.
Never.
What are your favorite songs that she does live? Like, what are your favorite?
I loved that. Like, I hope that people like Folklore and Evermore more because of the concert, because she does put like a huge emphasis on both of them in the concert. Yeah. And she cut, I think there's 6 songs from the concert that weren't in the movie.
I was sad she only did a portion of Illicit Affairs because that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I was too.
Why does she want more emphasis on Evermore and Folklore?
I think just because like that she hasn't toured since then, so I think she's putting the most emphasis on the albums that she hadn't toured yet. So like Lover, Folklore, Evermore, and Midnights are probably
seems
the
like
most songs.
Those albums kind of like take her more seriously as a serious musician, because so many people became obsessed with Taylor because of those 2 albums, and they're like more folky, and like I feel like people just don't respect pop music. And when Taylor came out with those 2 albums, they're just a little bit more like artistic, I guess.
I think it's also probably the misogyny of like when people are like, oh, she just writes about her ex-boyfriends, and then those 2, she's like, I'm writing stories about other people too. Then maybe people take it more seriously because they're not. You're trashing all your exes.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I have to listen to those ones again.
Cameron loved,
They're
though. He
so
loves
good.
Reputation, and he
That
like
was
loved
so
how
fucking
much
good.
he was like, I never listened to the lyrics as much of like how much she talks about just the journey of being canceled and coming back, and like how like she just fully embraces the way that the public has viewed her in the past.
When was she canceled?
It was like right 2016, probably 2016, 2015, 2017.
For what?
It was like the whole Kanye West, Kim Kardashian drama.
Oh.
With
But
the
what
phone
was
call. It was basically like Kanye West said that he released that song that was like, I made that bitch famous
Yeah.
about Taylor. And he
He's
said that
such
he
an
asked her
asshole.
permission, and she was like, he didn't say exactly what he would say in the song. He just said that he wanted to use my name. And then Kim released a voicemail or like phone call clip of like some audio of Taylor saying it was okay, but it was like the way it was cut didn't show that he was actually saying what he was saying in the song. So like people got very mad at her because they were like, you were lying about this whole thing. But she wasn't really lying. She just didn't know exactly what the lyrics would be, or that he'd make a music video after with like her naked body and shit in it. That's like a lot.
It's another situation of like being a woman and being like, you have to be nice, so you can't say no. And Kanye West is like this huge figure, and like you want to repair your reputation with him.
Yeah, when they already
and he
had the
didn't
history.
say, can I say I made that bitch famous? He's like, can I mention you in one
Did
of
he
my
actually
songs? It's
make
going to
her
be
famous
fire.
or no?
No.
He's saying that because of when he walked on the stage and said that Beyonce should win the best music video. And that was 2009 or 2011 or something.
Well, joke's on all of them because Taylor
I
Swift
know.
is the most famous fucking
Yeah.
But
person
also then
in the world.
Kanye's like so canceled beyond.
I
He
know.
has
Did
no
you
idea
see
that
the
he's canceled,
things
though.
that people think that it's not a real Kanye?
People say that about so many people.
They're
People
like,
say
he's
that
a
about Britney
clone.
Spears. People have been saying that about Avril Lavigne for years.
That's
like,
true.
people are so
He does
dumb.
look a little off.
Because he's getting old and he's
True. I am
mentally
worried about
unstable.
his wife.
His wife?
I have no idea
Yeah,
how
like,
anyone
who
can
is
be
she?
married to him.
It seems concerning.
A Kim K
And she's like
lookalike?
not allowed to speak, I don't think. Like he doesn't let her talk.
He probably
to
calls her
anyone.
Kim.
Yikes. Probably does.
That is scary.
That's so funny. But yeah, Reputation was that whole era was so cool on the show.
I love it. What was
I
your
feel
favorite
like-
outfit?
I don't know if I had a favorite outfit. I liked them all.
Don't you just wish you could wear like one of those skirt
Sparkly.
things that's like yeah.
The sparkly bodysuits were cool.
They're
And
so like fitted to her perfectly, you know? Like I wonder how much those cost.
I wonder how many I was thinking how many of them she has. Because like she probably has 5 of each or something. And then like seeing all the new mics that matched each era too, I was just like, holy shit, how much do these mics cost? Like it's just crazy. And the guitars.
It is really crazy. And custom Louis Vuittons to match every outfit.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's so cute. And the dancers have Louis Vuittons too. So like when they're dancing, it's just red bottoms.
Imagine being one of her dancers.
I was thinking that too. Like the dancers, that is so cool.
The blonde girl used to dance for Lady Gaga on her like Monster Ball tour, and I think Born This Way too.
Do those girls just like find new tours to like go on with different artists?
I think like once you've danced on Lady Gaga's tours, like you know the choreographers and stuff, and so your name is put forward in auditions and stuff. Like, oh, let's
like on a short list.
This girl is
That'd be hard, like inconsistent, probably.
Yeah. But I think getting booked for a huge tour like that is like the biggest dream ever because you have like, I mean, if you got booked for Taylor Swift's tour, you have consistent work for like 2 years.
That's so fucking tiring though.
I know.
Can I have a day off?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
That is crazy. That's what when you kind of think about like, okay, yeah, she's making a lot of this money, but like think about her schedule and her lifestyle. Like,
she's got time to go to Chiefs games. So
that's why I thrives off of it though. Like I don't think she has my personality where she like needs to go home and
she has a lot of energy.
Yeah, seems like it.
And her work probably gives her so much energy too. Like she loves what she does.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, when you're the most important person in America, like that's got to be energizing too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure though.
Oh, it'd be so
Yeah.
much pressure.
But also, she's probably kind of more used to the pressure because she's been doing this for like 15 years or more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you see all the comparisons like between Joe and Travis and like the video differences that they're making?
I've seen like the opening the door, but I really know nothing about Joe. Like I kind of dropped off the Taylor Swift fan base that whole time.
It's weird because like she wrote so many albums about him and like what a great love he is and all of these things, but then at the same time there are several songs where it seems as though he was like not okay with her fame and always wanted to like lower it and keep private and not be like out there, and she is kind of, she wants to be out there.
Well, it's probably like depending on how you feel is how you can write a song. Like also she takes other inspiration, like Champagne Problems I really love now because of the concert. And I was listening to it in the car and I was like, this really reminds me of Gilmore Girls for some reason. And then I saw this rumor that Taylor Swift said that it was about Rory and Logan. I don't know if that's true, but I was like, that's literally exactly what I think about when I listen to the song. And I know she writes like a lot of songs based on like books or friendship relationships or TV shows.
That's what's weird is like when people like comment or speculate or be like, she's writing about these specific exes. Like she's never saying that. Like we're just saying like, oh, did Joe propose to her? And she
right,
said
I know
no,
she's
and
never
all this
denied
shit.
a
Like,
proposal.
she's never said this.
Yeah,
she could have. That's what people think, maybe. Or it could be about fucking Gilmore Girls, or it could be literally a made up dream she had.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it was just so good. I just
very good. I keep waiting for my obsession to become unhealthy with her, and it just doesn't. I don't know. I just have a healthy like for Taylor Swift.
I think mine is the same. Like I have a friend, my best friend Ashley. She is obsessed. Like she spends thousands of dollars on merch. She's seeing her in London. She's seen her multiple times. Like there's different levels of obsession.
Yeah,
I think I'm still good.
Yeah. You're a little more than me, but you're still, I think.
Yeah.
It's not like every time your brain stops thinking about what you need to be thinking about and it goes to Taylor Swift. That's how I used to be with Daisy Jones and the Six. I'd be like,
I know. I was going to say, where are you at with Daisy right now?
I'm not hyper fixated on it anymore, sadly.
Do you still go to their Instagrams and refresh once a day?
I get excited if Riley ever posts a story, but she doesn't really. Like none of them really post anything anymore.
Do you think she's going to be in something else?
She just dyed her hair black. So that also kind of rips my heart out. Yeah. So maybe I don't know why else she would dye her hair black.
Did you see the preview for the Priscilla movie?
Yes.
I was just thinking of her being Priscilla, and then I was like, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I think she was asked,
Priscilla?
or someone in
Elvis's wife. There's a new Elvis movie, but it's from Priscilla's perspective, and Jacob Elordi plays Elvis.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah.
Is Priscilla her mom?
Grandma. Elvis's ex-wife.
And but
she's the one that
Riley
was trying to take the state from her and shit, right?
Oh, okay. I thought that was her mom. I didn't know if it was.
The mom
Lisa
died.
Marie is her mom. Lisa Marie is Elvis's daughter. She died. Okay. And then that started the conflict between Riley and Priscilla, her grandma.
Yeah.
Which is so sad. Like,
it's so sad.
It doesn't even make sense why they would fight about that.
That's like your family.
But also, we don't really know the full story. Like, it could have been, it probably wasn't as big of a conflict as the media was making it out to be, because she still has dinner with her grandma and stuff. Like, it was probably just...
Yeah.
You know, like Priscilla was probably like, don't take it personal, but I feel like I still need to be in charge. And I don't believe that Lisa took me out of her will or whatever. I don't know. Like,
it's
don't take it personal, Riley, but yeah.
Like when Priscilla and Elvis divorced way before that, it's like, I don't know. It's not the same of just Priscilla would get everything.
Yeah. But she was the one in charge of like making Graceland what it is today, like how it's a tourist attraction and stuff. So, I don't know. I don't really know all the history. I've just recently been kind of learning, but...
No, it's really interesting. I've been wanting to read her book, but
Oh,
Priscilla's
that would be
book?
interesting.
Mm-hmm. But maybe it's in the movie. I'll just watch the movie.
When is that supposed to come out?
I don't remember what it
I
said.
don't remember either.
Do
Soon?
you remember when
A
Mean
while.
Girls comes out?
January something.
Oh, that's soon.
Yeah.
When does Colleen Hoover's book come out? Like the movie?
I don't know. There's not even been one preview.
They stopped filming it.
Wait, like they finished, right?
I don't know.
I don't think they're probably editing.
I don't know if they wrapped filming. I thought that it got.
Oh, because the strike?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. And it's still not over for actors.
No end in sight. That's why I don't understand. Like, the actors were striking in support of the writers, kind of. And then the writers got a deal and they're like, okay, bye. We're going back to work. And the actors are still like, okay. Well,
yeah, that's weird.
Cool. We can't work still.
What do the actors want now?
They want a shared 2% of the studio profits. And the studio said no to 2%.
Oh.
So, and the studio walked away.
2% each of the whole studio's profit? That seems kind of
Not each, like a 2% to share.
Oh, whole.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That is like pennies.
I know.
Yeah.
When they're making billions of dollars every year.
It should be percentage of like streams. Like they should make some type of like
I
YouTube
think like
cost
that's
per
what
view.
the 2% would go to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
That
think
makes sense.
like how they used to get residuals for network TV every time Friends aired and stuff. They would make like a small portion or something. Oh, I wanted to talk about Suits. Do you guys?
Oh yes.
Are you watching?
I'm on
Suits?
season 5 or 4.
Okay.
I have not started again. I do want to start again.
I'm on season 3.
Oh, okay.
I don't want any spoilers, but I'm a little bit obsessed with Rachel and Mike, and I'm a little bit obsessed with Meghan Markle.
This show has made me like her because for some reason I was like annoyed by her for no reason.
I'm still annoyed that she's married to freaking a prince. Like that annoys me.
Why?
She could have done so many cool things as an actor. And like now
she's
I'm
a
sad that
duchess.
that's not cool to me.
And also like
I don't know.
it's kind of awesome that she was able to like do Suits for as long as she did. And then she's like, okay, I'm good. Like I'm gonna go be a duchess now.
Have you seen the people of all the Suits like coming into her wedding? Like the paparazzi pictures? They were all at the wedding. It's so cool to see.
I'm afraid to like start searching for stuff because I don't want any spoilers. But like I totally want to be like on Twitter like learning everything, but I'm not.
I love Harvey and Donna. Like they're
I do too.
I want them to be together.
Yeah.
I do love them.
They're cute.
And I love Louis Litt. Like I hated him.
Oh my god, I know.
Yeah, you end up loving him.
It's like Louis always, you start to fucking hate him and then he does something that you like, because I just got to the part where he had some guy coming in from Harvard, that whole storyline to give a presentation.
Oh yeah.
And that was going to be bad. And then he ended up being a good guy. So,
do you think that you'll want to watch the spinoff show?
The one about Jessica Pearson or the new one?
Pearson.
Oh, I don't really like her.
I heard that there's rumors that they might do a new something since it's popping off on Netflix.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's true.
Honestly, I sometimes have no idea what's going on with the legal storylines, and I just care about like the personal relationship stuff. So like I'll stop paying attention when they're like, oh, we need to have a deposition and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, tell me when
but
Mike's talking to Rachel.
Is his name Michael Scott or no, it's not
Michael Scott.
Mike Ross?
No. He's like he always plays a very annoying like asshole.
Wait, his real name? Or a character name?
His real name. He's a very famous actor.
Steve Carell?
No. He has tardive dyskinesia.
What?
Huh?
What the fuck is that? Brittany, what did you just say? Targeted dyskinesia?
Tardive dyskinesia. It's like a disease or something that like where you can't control your movements.
Oh,
Oh, what?
Michael
Like
J.
Tourette's?
Fox?
Yes.
He has Parkinson's.
I thought he had tardive dyskinesia.
I thought he had
can't.
Parkinson's.
Okay, in a lot of
I thought he had
in a lot of
Parkinson's,
his
too.
movies or TV shows, he has tardive dyskinesia.
Well, is that
In
a symptom of Parkinson's?
You know, I don't really know.
I've never heard of that in my
But
life.
in his,
My mom is probably screaming at us right now.
I know, she's like, fuck you guys. Anyways, I think he always like shows up. He's like the same character in a lot of those lawyer shows. And he's like very annoying and obnoxious. Have you like been introduced to him at all in any of them?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
This-
I
that
also
cannot be
didn't know that
that.
Katherine Heigl's in it eventually.
Oh.
Season
I
8, I
forgot
think.
that.
You know what? When Meghan Markle's gone, I'm not gonna watch anymore. Probably.
Do you know when she leaves?
I think
don't
like
know.
season 6.
Oh, damn. I'm almost there.
It's depressing.
It is depressing. I also can't do college again. I'm
Do
stuck.
what?
I was at Michigan this weekend.
Oh,
yeah,
you're too old
do
for that.
college.
Very too old. Very much.
It
too
looked
old.
really fun.
Did you get hungover?
Tailgate?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did everything.
Too much
I
drinking?
got up at like 7:30 on Saturday and started drinking just like
Oh.
all day. It was very
Oh,
sad.
that's always a good day, but then it's like a horrible next day.
Horrible night,
next day.
too, usually.
Yeah. Very
Unless you
bad
can
night.
get the stamina to like keep it going and you
Yeah.
don't like,
Yeah.
peak too soon.
Yeah.
I do miss being back home. Like because my parents moved, I don't like have a reason to go back to Ann Arbor as much anymore.
That's sad.
That would be really weird. Like, I can't even imagine if my family moved from Arizona and then I just
I know.
like would have no reason to go back, I guess.
Yeah. And it's always kind of tough because like obviously I was mainly there with my girlfriends, but like there's so many things that I love in Ann Arbor that are like my thing that
Mhm.
like I grew up doing.
Damn.
And so it's always tough to like split the time. But I was able to see one of my best guy friends while we were there, which is nice.
Maybe just you and Joe should go sometime and like just do you home things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a good point. But there's like so many trips. So it's hard to like decide.
How were your friends?
You don't have
Was
to
it
do
fun?
it right now.
Yeah, you don't have to go in the next few weeks. I'm talking about in the next several years.
Okay. That was also very special to like see all my girlfriends and like all the people. It's always just like because we just kind of like fall back into like our friendship and it's just so
I love that.
special.
And you met them in college?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I like don't really have that many college friends.
Me
Yeah.
either.
I think I have like
Maybe-
one.
It definitely like one of the girls is just phenomenal at keeping up with
Aw.
everyone. She's like
You
the
need
glue
that.
keeps us all.
That's
and she
so
like
sweet.
organizes this trip. She makes sure everyone books their flights, like organizes it all. And so
Aw.
without her, I'm sure we would all be like much more spread apart. But she's
That's
really
cute.
awesome at that. And always does like FaceTimes and like texts and stuff. So, but I do miss Ann Arbor and home. I need to go back sometime.
Was it fall over there?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's very fall. It was like raining though and cold as fuck. Like I thought
it's
it was
like
gonna
Halloween.
I thought I was gonna be like stupid for bringing a parka, and I am so happy I brought a parka.
Oh, good.
Because like technically it was like 45, 50, but it just felt freezing.
Only?
It's pretty fucking cold.
That's
know.
freezing to me.
I know, but for like me, it's like not that big of a deal. But because I've been in such warm weather,
Mm-hmm.
it was cold, and I'm so happy I brought my parka. And there's like other people wearing bigger coats.
I've been wearing sweatshirts and it's like 90 degrees outside here.
That is a little crazy.
I know, but I just want it to be fall.
I know you're ready for fall. You're ready for summer to be done. Do you have like any 80-degree days coming up?
Yeah, next week they're coming. Thank God.
It's so sad.
I
Like it does
know.
not feel like fall ever. Like
Actually, next Wednesday is a high of 75.
oh,
So I'm excited.
cooling down.
But Thursday it's a high of 100.
Okay, though, don't you remember when we were children, like trick or treating? It was cold outside. Like I'd wear a jacket.
Sometimes. There
feel
were
like it was
some
cold.
years where it was cold and you'd be like, oh shit, why didn't I bring a jacket? And then there's some years where you'd like pick a hot, like a warm costume, and then you'd be
Yeah.
like, fuck, it's hot. Like, I mean, you wouldn't say
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
because you were like 6, but
I just feel like overall it's gotten definitely warmer.
Yeah.
it's
every
cool
year.
out at
Like,
night too. Like when I walk outside at night, I'm like, oh, there's a chill in the air, but it's still 95 degrees.
You're like going
at
outside
noon,
with
you
like
know?
a big coat on just
There's
like
just a
Seriously.
breeze.
Get a little
Wait,
bit.
Willow, I gotta get my boots and jacket to take you potty.
Oh, I did get white. What are they called? Doc Martens, and I love them.
cute.
They're
Ooh,
kind of
white
like-
ones? Cute.
Yeah, they're kind of like not my usual
The
style,
boots?
but I was like, yeah.
Ooh, those are good too because you could just wipe them off too if they get
Yeah.
dirty. That's
Yeah.
nice.
I'm obsessed. I can't wait to do like more fall outfits with them.
Yay. I just
Yeah.
bought a bunch of fall stuff at Target and on Amazon too, so I'm excited.
Ooh,
They have
Target has good
knockoff
stuff?
Skims that you have, Dev. Like the boxer set. Target has that. I
I
got
need to
it.
go to
Oh.
Target.
I need to go to Target too. They had blazer, rowing blazers or
Yes,
something.
I literally
Yeah.
almost bought one. I was like, should I be
Wait, what
Britt?
is it? Oh.
Rowing Blazer, it's like a brand, but they did a
Oh.
collab with Target, and it's
Oh,
very
cool.
cute.
They look very cute.
Yeah.
Ooh, I gotta go.
Like I wish I could be a blazer person, but I just don't think that that's like me.
I feel too dressed up when I put on a blazer, you know?
Yeah.
You just gotta own it.
I think
I
I
know.
tried it when I was in high school, so then it kind of just puts me back to that time when I was like 16 and wearing a blazer, and it's like, why was I doing that?
Because you were a working girl. You're a
I
professional.
I loved my like blazer and like riding boots. Like that was my vibe in high school.
That's so cute. I love that we talked for 40 minutes again and we're about to encounter the same exact problem we had last week.
No.
We have plenty of time. Okay, but yes, since we didn't get to very many questions last week, we're doing more questions today. I like doing Q&As because it kind of like allows us to talk on certain topics like we typically do for episodes, but like in a shorter amount of time, you know?
Yeah.
Me too. I also like I don't know, like maybe exploring the idea of just answering one or two questions like every week or every other week or something at the end of an episode, like making it a segment.
Yeah. And then people don't have to wait so long to like hear their question.
True.
Oh, that's true.
One of the questions I was curious to talk about was, I don't think we answered this one. Should I stay at my current job even though the work doesn't fulfill me and I'm not learning much, but the pay and benefits are amazing? I'm worried that if I change jobs, I'll fail or will be laid off if layoffs happen.
Ooh.
Well, wait, if she changes job, she's worried she'll be laid off?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
because she'd be like a new employee
Yeah.
or something. That she'd be like the first.
And she's worried about failing too if she like changes out of her current job.
But I feel like that's if you're having these thoughts, like you have to take risks because that's how your life gets better, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some kind of like cliche saying.
For sure.
I just saw a cliche saying today. It said the best time to plant a tree is 25 years ago. The second best time is today.
Oh,
So,
there you go.
If you want to change your jobs, you could 25 years from now be like, oh, fuck, like I really should go down a different career path and I need to change this. Or you could do it now and then you'll be happy that you did.
Yeah. 2 years from now, you'll be so happy instead of just staying in that job.
I think that it's always interesting too, like, especially if you've been at a job for a long time and it's no longer fulfilling, and like the whole not learning something I can totally relate to. Like that really makes you feel like you're stuck in a position. And sometimes if you like are in that position too long, then trying something new is exponentially more scary versus like if it's only been a little bit of time, like, and you're just not fulfilled, you're not learning anything, you're not being challenged, then taking that leap now while you're like really feeling that will feel a lot better than like doing it 2 years from now and then being like, fuck, like this is way too out of my comfort zone. Like,
I also
right now, it
think
may not be too much.
It is like a societal thing that we're supposed to like choose something to do till we retire, basically. When like, why does that actually have to be the case? Like, you could fully have 5 different careers in your lifetime, and it doesn't really matter whatsoever, unless they like you need certain jobs to get to other jobs. But it could very well be the case that you do switch jobs, and then you like the next one even less, and then you have to switch again. So it's just a matter of like finding what you like.
I also think like it doesn't hurt to start the process right now, which just means like getting your resume together or practicing interview questions or like even hitting apply on certain jobs, because sometimes the process takes like 3 to 6 months to a year. So if like you're starting that process now and you don't really have a reason to like actually leave, then you can kind of like take your time through it and find something you really like and that you click with, instead of being so fed up with it in 2 years or a year from now and being like, I have to leave tomorrow. And then you just take whatever comes like at you.
Yeah, I also think when you're asking these questions and you're writing into a podcast for an answer, that means that you already know the answer.
Yeah.
And like when I was trying to decide if I should quit my job to do influencing full time, I had all of those questions going through my head. Like, what if this? What if that? This is safer. And your brain is trying to keep you safe.
Yeah.
But you have to follow your heart more, you know? You have to take a risk.
I also have obviously no 9 to 5 experience, but I've seen a lot of TikToks where people talk about that moving jobs more frequently is the most helpful of increasing your salary. Of like, okay, I made this much, now I'm going to go to the next place and get a raise there. And then I'm going to stay there for a few years and then move on to the next place and get a raise from there. And it's like the best way to kind of build yourself up, unless your company is like giving you raises all the time. This one says, how to get over an ex. It's been 2 freaking years. What is wrong with me?
Oh no.
That is so hard. My first boyfriend, I literally took probably 2 years to get over him.
Yeah. First love is rough. I think you have to fall in love again to really get over it.
Kind of, actually.
I also think it depends on like what you're surrounding yourself with too, because like if you're around people who are like in relationships and just happy, like all you're doing is comparing like your singleness to them.
And
Also,
are you still keeping up with him and stalking his social medias and stuff?
Yeah, you gotta
that
cut
will
that
make
off.
you not feel good.
Yeah.
No. That does feel bad.
They
I also
say
don't think it hurts to go into therapy about it either.
Yeah.
Like, there could
that's
be
so
like
true.
other like things that if you can't like if you're not seeing it, someone holding up a mirror might be able to like help you identify more of those things. Because
That's so true. I never think about therapy for things like that, like heartbreak or breakup or something, but that would be very helpful because you're basically grieving. Like it feels like you lost somebody.
I think this is a good topic as well. Britt and Maggie, do you ever feel like social media negatively affects your relationship with your partner? I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years and I know he's the one. We complement each other so well and I have the same life dreams, but sometimes I find myself picking apart our relationship in comparison to the ones I see on social media that seem to depict fairy tale couples and partners doing so many thoughtful gestures for each other. I know that most people only show the best parts of their relationship on social media, but I can't help but feel like I'm missing out on something, or that my mundane relationship isn't good enough. Do you have any advice for dealing with this kind of insecurity?
Stop following those people that you're comparing your relationship to.
Every couple ever? Like that would be kind of hard.
I honestly had to admit that like I do this.
Yeah.
And
you compare
I do this
yourself?
with like TV shows and books too, and it drives Joe up a wall. He's like, what are you reading right now? Why are you talking about this? And I'm like, well, this person just did this really nice, thoughtful thing.
Why don't you ever do this?
But that can be good in some ways because then you're communicating your wants. So that's also good.
Yeah, but I think sometimes it's like what I'm comparing it to.
Is it real?
Well, no, I'm just like completely ignoring the things that are already happening. And I'm just thinking about like, oh, why not this or that? I think her comment about just like the thoughtful things people do for each other, that's a really good opportunity to like have those open conversations of like, oh, you know, I really appreciate it when you buy me flowers because that means a lot to me. Like if that's something that like means a lot to that person and they're like seeing that a lot on social media, I think that's a fair conversation to have, but it's also like important to look at all the things that you guys do already for each other.
Different love languages.
Yeah. And like, do you actually want that, or you just like know that that's like, do you actually like flowers? Like, I know some people don't really like flowers, but they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I should want flowers, you know?
Mhm.
But they're
But
like,
also, if you're seeing that on social media, which I still have a problem with this, but like either people are just doing it for content, or you're seeing 10 different accounts get flowers one time, as an example. So it
Yeah.
feels like everybody is always getting flowers. But like just because like Maggie shared that Cameron got her flowers one time doesn't mean that he's coming home with flowers every single night.
Also,
And
the guy might have cheated on her the night before and then brought home flowers to make up for
yeah,
it. Like, you
it's
don't
just
know.
it's not fake, but the perception is warped. Like you're getting this warped perception, and you have to remind yourself that.
Yeah.
Like when I watch people on Instagram being productive, quote unquote, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, how come everybody's always so productive? But it's just that I saw 10 different people be productive on one day. It doesn't mean they're productive every single
Every
fucking
day.
day.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah, I like that. I think that the muting is good if like there's somebody who's like, oh, like just talking and doing all those things. But I think it is good to kind of reflect on like what do you actually want in your relationship, and what are the things that like are making you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because whenever I like take a step back and I'm like, oh wait, like Joe reminds me to go on walks, like Joe does this, Joe does that, I'm like, oh, like what is missing isn't really like missing. And I could be like, you know, I really appreciate when you do this or that, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I'm like, well, I also would rather him do all these other things instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to the negatively affecting, I think the only way that social media negatively affects us is that I want to share a lot more than him. So like it's the privacy type of thing. Is like I feel restricted somewhat of my sharing about anything like sex, more relationship stuff, things like that. But like because I love him and obviously want to protect his privacy and like respect him, then I can't do that. But like I don't know. That's probably the thing that causes like the most negative effects to our relationship. But I will say, when I was in high school and I was dating that boy that I was very heartbroken about, I saw Endless Love in the movie theaters. Have you seen that movie with Alex Pettyfer?
Nope.
It's
I don't
really
know.
good. You should go watch it. It's a very good movie. And I was just like, wow, this love story is like amazing. And I don't have this with my boyfriend. And I was like, I need to break up with him because this movie is so good and I need a love like this. And like, obviously, that was so dramatic and everything. But now I don't have that feeling. Like, when I obviously I read books or like see romance movies and I'm like, oh, this is cute. But I'm never like, oh, I wish I had that with Cameron. Like, I always love what we had. I love what we have more than the stuff that I see on the outside, I guess. So like I do think somewhat if you are, I don't know, if you're feeling like it is so mundane, that maybe it is too mundane and maybe you need to switch it up.
Yeah.
Or maybe you just need to keep notes of the good things that make you happy that feel like a movie if you have any of
Yeah,
them.
like it really could go in either way.
Yeah.
Like
Because
because I
also,
don't know
like,
your boyfriend. Like,
a movie is like 90 minutes out of how long of a
Yeah.
relationship.
And
and
it
there's
is
a happy ending.
I know she acknowledged it about like that people only show the good parts, but it is hard when like only the good parts are just being thrown in your face like time and time again.
You have to remind
And,
your
like,
brain, because I think your brain, you know how you can lie to your brain apparently, and your brain believes whatever. So your
Mhm.
brain is like literally thinking that everybody's always happy and you're
Yeah.
not because of social media.
And that's just something that I guess that's a privacy thing too, because influencers aren't going to come on and be like, we fought about this and this.
Yeah.
And honestly, I somewhat do that with Dog Mom Club. Cameron doesn't know that because because it's a secret. But I do somewhat do that when it's private. But like, you just don't want to be like publicly talking about your fights online. But so you only hear couples say like, we're not perfect, we do fight too, but you're not ever seeing like the actual
don't
ins and
see
outs
it.
of what the fights are about or how they fight or any of that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which would be crazy. Imagine if they're like on TikTok there was just like couple fighting videos.
That would be really
That would be so cringy.
interesting.
Hang on, let me
People
set up
already
my
get-
phone.
think about how much shit people get for like all the good things they share.
Oh,
Like,
you
they
set
just
up your
get
camera
so
before.
many opinions.
Yeah.
Like on not even that, but like people just have so many opinions. Like, oh, he shouldn't do that, or she shouldn't do that, or like, why did she act that way? Blah blah blah. Like, and those are
Yeah.
from like good moments versus what if they showed the bad moments? They would just have so many fucking opinions.
Have you heard about that new Netflix movie where like it's a couple with the girl from Bridgerton and someone else, it's a argument the whole movie. They're just arguing about something.
No,
Is it
I heard of
out?
the one that was like sex the whole time or something. Maybe that's the same movie.
Oh, maybe.
Maggie. Are you sure it's on Netflix?
Did I tell you guys that? So I'm reading The Fourth Wing or whatever, and everyone always talks about that the sex scenes are like good, and there's been no sex scenes. So I literally looked up like when is the first sex scene, and it's not till fucking chapter 30. So then I literally went ahead and read it first, and then I went back.
That's how the Court of Thorns and Roses series is. Like when I hear people talk about it, they're like, it's a steamy book. And I'm like, there's like a couple of sex scenes, but it's not even, it's weird.
I heard the second one maybe is more.
A little bit, but it's not like, I mean, like Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. That
Is
book,
more?
they're having sex like every fucking chapter.
Oh, that's
I didn't
interesting.
think they did that much.
It was a lot.
I don't recall. I get very confused now with all of Colleen Hoover books, honestly. Like, I can't even tell you which is which.
Yeah.
When do you know if you can forgive cheating versus when you need to move on? My boyfriend emotionally cheated, and I'm heartbroken, but I don't want to give up on the last 9 years, especially when he could have done worse, and it seems like every other guy does worse.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Damn.
I think it matters if you can like actually forgive the person.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Like
gonna
if you're
say.
gonna just constantly be like, you did this, like blah 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 blah, like
Yeah.
every time something blows up, then like you're not really over it, and it's just gonna continue to like drive a wedge between you two.
Yeah.
But if you can like actually get through it, and another thing I think therapy is good for, like because that gives you like a very like unbiased opinion of how to like move through it. And like work through your own shit, because it might have also like triggered other things in you that you like don't really even recognize, so they can help you like deal with like underlying things that it might have exposed.
Yeah, and it might make your partner understand more your feelings about them doing that, and you understanding why they did as well.
Yeah, I also think it probably depends on like why they did it.
Yeah, and
because
how
if it's
emotional,
from like an insecurity that like they haven't gotten over.
Yeah. And are like they just flirting, or is he like in love with another girl?
Yeah.
Because that could be two different things.
Yeah.
I think you need to know yourself and your partner. Like I know I would bring it up all the time. I don't think that I could get over it. I would bring it up in every single fight. Yeah. I would not like any other new girl. I would not be okay. I'd probably want to start checking his phone and stuff. Like I just know I would not be able to handle that.
Emotions are not rational either. Like you can't decide that I'm going to get over it.
Yeah.
Like you either can or you can't.
Yeah. And you can try.
Yeah.
I think therapy, if you don't want to waste 9 years, therapy is like the best option. But also, I wouldn't put it in your head that way. Like, oh, I don't want to waste 9 years. Like, I feel like that's kind of an unhealthy way to think about it, because 50 years from now, 9 years is not going to seem like that long of a time. And to stay with someone that you're unhappy with or that you don't trust for that long,
it's just hard for fucking girls, because it's the timeline of the pressure of getting married and having babies, and then it's like, oh shit, if I need to start over, then like I need to wait years again to date someone new and then have them propose to me and then get married and then have babies. Like, so girls just feel so pressured to not give that up, because then they have to fully start over again, even though you're right, like the time in the scheme of things is not a big deal whatsoever.
Yeah, that's a really hard one.
Did we do this one? Do you have any favorite conversation starters when meeting new people to avoid awkward silences?
I don't think we did. I think it all depends on like the context of like, where you're meeting people.
Yeah, I was going to say that, like for my influencer trip, I had like, okay, so I know that I'm meeting influencers, so I can ask them what kind of content they create, when did they start, how did they get started. Everybody, every single person asked where are you from.
Yeah.
So like depending on what you're going into and you need conversation starters for, kind of like think about some that you could possibly have, or have one that you use every single time, but it's going to be dependent on where you are, I think.
Yeah. It is very dependent on the situation. I do think that like there is a mix. Like a very easy one is obviously like, what do you do? But like for work, but if you can like find a different connection point, I think people can get more excited to talk about it. Unless someone like, because some people are like, they love their work, so they love talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And other people are like, fuck work. Like, I do not want to like even entertain this conversation. So I think it's good to have like something that's not to do with work as well.
Yeah. Like if you're at some kind of working network event, then yeah, what do you do? What company do you work for? Stuff like that. If you're like at the gym, then maybe if you were at the gym, what would you ask?
How much do you lift, bro?
Come here often? See, I don't know.
You would not. I don't know what you would say at a gym. That was a weird example.
I guess if it was like, well, I'm just trying to think of places that I go where I would have to talk to someone.
I think also a good way is talking about yourself. A compliment. Yes, you're right.
Yes. Oh my God, I love your Lululemon set.
I tell every girl I like her nails when I actually do. I don't lie about it, but like I always compliment people's nails. They love that.
Yeah, that's a great opener. I like your nails. Where do you go? Oh my God. What do you ask for? I did this in this. And like, yeah.
I think, compliments are my favorite way to like kind of break anything, because then you can kind of like tangent on a lot of different things, especially if you like start talking about where you shop, because then you can be like, are you online shopper or are you like in person?
When was the last time you went on a shopping spree?
To follow for shopping inspiration.
If you guys got stuck floating around in space by yourself, how long would it take you to take off your helmet?
I would never, because I can't mentally kill myself. So I would just float until I died.
That real quick. I would do the same. I would float until I died as well. I think, because that seems less scary than the like.
Yeah.
What was this question from?
It's an icebreaker question to fill awkward silence.
Oh my God.
Imagine meeting somebody new and you just ask them that.
I don't know if I would want to ask people that question.
I'm kidding. Right. I'm kidding. It is a good icebreaker though if you know the people. To fill a silence.
What's your favorite serial killer?
Ted Bundy.
Oh my goodness. I don't think we've answered what cities would you guys love to move to or settle down in.
Oh, that's fun. I'd love to live in San Diego for a little.
Me
Probably
too.
Won't happen, but I would love to. I've always wanted
La Jolla.
Joe and I were seriously talking about buying a house in San Diego when we were in Florida, because we're like,
that would be awesome.
To go to.
Yeah, that would be my dream, is if I could have like part-time home in Phoenix and also somewhere else with better weather, like San Diego or even like Seattle. Oh my God, that'd be, both places are like the most fucking expensive places ever.
Yeah.
But like to be on the water in Seattle somewhere,
that's
in
what
like a cute neighborhood.
I just want a lake house / farm. I want a lake house, but I want it to have enough grass where I could have
Austin.
2 cows. Yeah? Do they have mountains?
No.
They have like
like mountains.
They have hilly mountain looking things in the hill country.
Close enough.
I feel like I kind of want to stay here.
Is there any cities or states that you guys haven't traveled to that you want to go to?
East Coast.
Yeah, same.
I also haven't really done much. I think I've done like Seattle and Tacoma, and I loved those. And I did them in the summertime. It was so nice. But that was like a very long time ago, before I could drink.
You should definitely plan for my wedding, like a trip in the area. Yeah,
we are. We're gonna do like the coast, and
that would be so fun to do the coast too.
Yeah,
love that.
I think those are really the only places that
I want to go to Montana too, especially when you went to Montana.
Yeah,
damn, it's so pretty.
I really want to go to like Boston and Maine, and
I really want to do Maine,
Vermont in the fall.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Yes. Yeah, I've been to Nashville, but I haven't really done any like southern places either.
Same. Even when I just went to Oklahoma for a wedding, like I was like, what the fuck is in Oklahoma, you know? But it was actually so fun. Like just being in the South and in a different part of the world that I've never been in before.
Yeah.
It's so fucking flat.
Really
like I've never been anywhere that flat.
Yeah,
like
that's
where you just look
crazy.
out and like you just see for miles.
That is weird.
I do think like I want to convince my dad and mom to maybe move out to Colorado.
That would be
I
awesome.
think that would be more ideal than like us moving to Austin.
Do you think that they would be down ever?
I could see my dad moving. But I don't know about my mom. I like my sister looked at this her like scope of practice and she cut like my baby sister and she said that she could potentially move out to Denver. I think she would like thrive in Denver because she's very like outdoorsy. She likes to hike, she likes to backpack, she likes to camp.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be
Denver's the
cool.
place.
So I think it'd be really good for her. So maybe after she's done like 2 years in Ohio, she can come out. I think I'd prefer that than like moving somewhere like
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maggie, you said you want to still like settle, like have kids and everything in Phoenix, right?
I don't know. When it's the winter, I want to move to Arizona, and when it's the summer, I'm like, I never want to leave here again.
Yeah.
So right now in the fall, I'm still kind of like, I never want to sell this house. I want to just rent it out and buy a better house here and whatnot. But like,
Yeah.
then I guarantee check again in 2 months. I'll be like, I need to go to Arizona.
That's so true. Are you guys doing Christmas or Thanksgiving in Arizona?
We're gonna try to do Christmas. I think I think we're just gonna board the dogs and just go without them. But the JSX flights,
yeah.
they leave from Northern California. So another option too is we could drive to
Hmm.
Northern California and then fly from there and then just have to like get our car again and then drive, which is still at least like it's like a 12-hour drive still.
Oh my god.
But 12 is
What?
better than 25 to the like
Northern
Tahoe.
California, it's 12.
I think it's like 10 or 11.
I would stay in
geez,
Arizona
that's
for like a
far.
month for that.
Yeah, that's also, and if we had the dogs, we could stay longer. I don't know. Cameron's like out of PTO though too.
Oh, that
don't know.
sucks.
What are you doing for the holidays?
We're hosting Thanksgiving with Joe's family.
Oh my god, that is so much pressure.
Oh.
You're cooking?
Yeah. We did it last year. I think
Yeah, I
it
was
pretty
gonna
good.
say, didn't you do that last
Joe
year?
Joe like crushed the turkey. It was
That's very
so-
impressive.
That's hard to do.
He did a Traeger turkey. It was amazing.
I remember that.
Yeah, I think that'll be good. And then we're doing Christmas in Austin.
That'll be fun. Like
At the
on
lake?
actual Christmas.
I think we'll probably do it at the lake. Yeah, I'm like,
Ugh.
Dad, you better get a big fucking tree on
Yeah.
a Christmas tree. Because like his house has been so small. Like both my parents' houses are so small in Austin that there's been like no room for a tree.
Oh, but the lake house has like high ceilings.
Yeah, high ceilings and like a lot
Oh,
of space. So
I can
was
picture
like,
it now.
big tree.
Oh, that sounds so fun.
I'm
Yeah.
excited because my dad wired our house because like he redid all the electrical in it. So he made a light switch specifically for our Christmas tree.
Oh, nice. That's easy.
That is so freaking nice.
He's
You already
like-
have like a spot for it and everything.
Yeah.
I literally move my tree the whole month. Like I'm like, oh, I kind of like it over here, and then I'll be like, I kind of want it over here.
Wait, you like
That's
take
funny.
it down?
No, I just like
You
get
just
on my
scooch it.
yeah. I grab the bottom of it and scoot it slowly, like I'm
That's
the
funny.
Grinch.
Really funny.
We always have a bedroom tree and a living room tree. Like we
I
just
kinda
use
want
the
a
very
bedroom
first tree we
tree.
ever got in our bedroom, and then like a real
That's
tree in the
really
living room.
goofy. How big is the bedroom tree?
Like 6 feet, but it's like a fake tree.
No, but still. That's really funny. Maybe we'll do like a Christmas photo shoot this year.
Oh, you should.
That would be
I like
cute.
really want to take more pictures. I'm like still. I wanted to do a photo shoot of us moving into the house. There was like this really cute idea where you like take it from the inside, but like sitting in the front door. I don't even know how to explain. It was very cute,
Mhm.
like shadows kind of. But now I'm like, is it too late to take moving into the house pictures?
No.
I mean, your house
I
is
guess
really
so.
cute now, so
That's true. It
it
looks
might be,
better.
like, better to do it now than like before, where there was like weird stuff.
That is true. Do you see somebody said we need merch?
Yes, I saw
Oh,
that.
I love that.
We wanted to
We-
sign like cute merch for you guys that like we would actually all wear out and about.
First, we got to do the cover photo, and then from there we can.
Yeah,
more.
that's very exciting. Did you also see that somebody said I'm really out of my comfort zone here, so I'm hoping I can get Devon out of hers and then left his number?
Oh my god.
No.
No, I didn't see that.
I love that.
That's kind of a slay to be like the way he worded that. Oh, do we have any new beauty must-haves that we've been loving for hair, skincare, and makeup?
I just got a package from Real.
Mhm.
I don't know how to say
Very
it.
exciting.
I'm really excited about all the stuff. Like, because it's very clean. I think, is it Korean? A Korean
I
brand?
don't know.
I don't know.
I like their
Um,
period stuff. Like their. I think
Yeah, I've
they
tried
they
their
have
pill
tampons,
thing.
pill.
Yeah.
and they have the heating pad.
Yes, that's
I
what
love the heating
I
pad.
shared the heating pad, and then that's what made them want to send me stuff. But
Oh,
I've been
awesome.
using this face spray. I feel like face sprays are really important for like just the bacteria that's on your face. Like I have
to, like, kill the bacteria?
hydrochlorous acid spray or something that I've been using on my face that I got from Amazon. And I used to have like just like those little white bumps all over my face, like they're clogged pores, like I could pop them, but they were always all over my face. And I've been spraying that on my face like 3 times a day.
Before
And
skincare or just like
after I wash my face, I'll spray it. And then also like after the gym or like midday, just like a spray just to.
Huh.
So I'm really into face spray things. I feel like they're
That sounds
helping.
cool.
Yeah.
I have a spray, but I genuinely have no idea what it is or what it even does.
There's a lot of sprays that are just like for like misting your face before you put on like a humectant, which like seals
What's
in
that?
Oh, you're
it
so
seals
knowledgeable.
it seals in the moisture into your skin. And like sometimes if there's nothing to like seal in, then it's not as effective. So there are face sprays to like just hydrate your skin before you put on like a
Is that
Did
like
you
what a
learn
toner
all of-
is?
a toner like usually balances out like your pH again.
Yeah, because I have a toner spray, but then I also have like toner separately.
Do you have?
Yeah.
Do you use that Tower 28 or whatever spray that everybody uses?
No,
I do
my
have that
Sunday
one, yeah.
Riley is my
Oh,
spray. It's
okay.
like pink. It's called.
Yeah, the pink drink. I have
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah, that
No,
one.
I like that.
Do
That
you know
one's
what
like
it is?
right
What does it do?
Yeah, it's like basically just right before you put on like a moisturizer or like anything that's
Oh shit. Okay, I put it on right after
moisture.
toner before other things. So I should do
That's
that
probably
last.
it. No,
Oh,
no. That's what you want to put it on first because like if you have a
okay.
moisturizer, like something that's like going to help seal in moisture, you need it to like have some dampness to seal
Did you
it in.
just do your own research on all of this? Like, how do you know it all? You sound literally like an esthetician.
I just like learn it from like estheticians, Instagram, like cosmetic chemists, like and just like years of doing it.
Cosmetic chemist. That's a sick title. I would love
I
to
know,
have that
aren't they?
title.
I like wish that I would have I would not have liked it because I didn't really like chemistry that much, but
I sometimes wish that I would have done that instead of beauty school. I think I would have like finished it if I did esthetician.
I think so. There's so many cool things you can do with it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like doing lashes would be so fun, and also you can make a lot of money just doing lashes.
Yeah. Especially
Like
if
out
you
of your
really good at
house.
them. Maybe you should go back and do that.
I don't want to.
I know. It's okay.
I don't think I'd like it.
Why isn't Daisy Jones in the 6 on Devon's Amazon recommendation storefront?
I added
Calling
it.
you out.
I don't know.
Good call out. She probably lost out on a lot of money.
Me or Taylor?
Because you recommended Daisy Jones so much, you probably could have made more money if it was on your Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was more recommending the show though.
Yeah.
How to stop being in a bad mood all the time, specifically during PMS.
Well, that's what I was saying. The pill from that company, they have a PMS pill.
Oh, they do?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I've taken.
Do you take it
previously.
every single day? Like, is it a
I've only done
vitamin
it
that
a
you
few
take?
times. I'm not exactly sure.
Are
I'm
you
pretty sure it's
supposed
every day.
to? Okay.
I think maybe, but it comes
Like
in
it's a
very small
supplement.
packaging, so maybe it's
Oh.
not every day because it's not like a huge thing of pills.
Oh, now I'm interested.
But it works.
Like if you're in a bad mood, you can like take it, pop it.
I think it's similar to those like drinks, that has like mood boosting
Oh, I don't know about those either.
Oh my gosh, like Recess. Have you heard of that brand?
Oh, I've
Uh-uh.
seen those.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like it's like it says it gets you buzzed, but there's no alcohol. It's just like
What isn't it? Is it just like adaptogens?
it's just like vitamins, yeah, and
Adaptogens?
yeah, like
Adaptogens.
vitamin B and other things.
I really want to start taking those magnesium and vitamin C things that you guys have.
Yeah, I really I need to get those today. I think that
What if
genuinely might
that's
change
been
my life.
the whole reason I haven't been sleeping at night?
It literally might be.
That's fucking nuts.
I like seeing so many people's stories of how much it helps them, and then once I was tracking my nutrients of seeing how fucking low so many of my nutrients are every day. It's like my body is scraping by to live, literally.
You know
Wow,
who
that's
a really
actually
good follow is for like easy holistic living stuff is Gracie Norton. And her voice is
I'm gonna look
very
her up.
calming.
I've followed her
it's-
because you've told us about
yeah.
her before.
I love her voice.
I also think like when you're in a bad mood, something that always helps me is like getting out and being active.
Yeah.
It also
so
gives me
true.
energy. Like yesterday, I couldn't get myself to the gym, but I did like a 15-minute Pilates workout on YouTube. And I was like super tired. And then after that, I just had so much more energy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt better.
Yeah.
Same.
Like
I was
even
like,
just going on a walk.
I also think me just like saying out loud, like, I'm in a bad mood instead
Yeah.
of letting
And
it
allowing
fester,
it. Yeah.
yeah, helps me a lot because sometimes I'm like, you're wrong for feeling like shit. Like me just literally being like, I'm sad right now, or like, I'm not in a good mood. I think
Especially if it's PMS. Like
yeah, and
cut
then
yourself a
acknowledging that.
break and be like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I'm not as motivated and energetic as I was last week because
Yeah.
of my cycle.
I also give myself like a bed day. Like
Yeah.
like even if you don't if you like don't work from home or something, like letting yourself come home, like curl up in a little ball, grab a cup of tea, like
Mm-hmm.
put on Netflix, snuggle up, put on cozy PJs.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's like similar to the intuitive eating of like paying attention to how you feel after you eat certain things. It's kind of like paying attention to how you feel after you do certain things. And like
Mhm.
you're saying, like yesterday, I was so like I was in a bad mood by the end of the day because I was staring at my phone. Like my screen time yesterday was like 12 fucking
Oh my
hours.
god.
Oh my
And then I was
god.
like, I
hate
cannot.
that.
Like I felt so
Same.
bad.
I couldn't like, but I was like, what the fuck? I have to put my phone away.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was bad. So then I went on a walk and then I felt way better after. And like I know
Yeah.
that a walk makes you feel better. Or like music is something that really helps me. Like I know
Mhm.
sometimes if I am listening to too many podcasts in a row and I start to get down just because I haven't had happy music playing, that blasting songs that like make you want to party will make you feel better. Also, they have Eras Tour workouts on YouTube.
Oh, fun.
Or like or for any musical artist. Like there's always like dance party workouts on YouTube.
Yeah. I kind of want to like make a little ritual or routine for like whenever I'm starting to get in a bad mood and like
kinda
have
like
like
that.
I'm in my bad mood, I'm going to do my bad mood ritual
Mm-hmm.
and then like make a video about it so that I can share it with other people. But like,
Also, getting ready, like that always helps.
yeah. Putting on a podcast and putting on makeup.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Calling a friend, venting.
Yes, that always
Send
helps
a long
too.
voice memo.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, sometimes I'll go to send you guys a voice memo or like other friends or whatever, and I'll do the whole venting for like 3 fucking minutes, and then I just don't send it. Like I'm like, oh, that like got out the venting, but I'm like, I don't even fucking need them to respond. Like I was
Yeah, it's
literally
like
just needing to get
journaling.
out my thoughts. Uh-huh.
And like if journaling is hard for you, just making a voice note to get your thoughts out, that helps too.
Yeah. It really is. I fucking did I tell you guys that I was off my birth control for 8 days again?
Maggie.
It's not it was the fucking pharmacy. It's not me.
Oh,
They
that's
were
annoying.
to fill it. They said it got put on like mail order status or something. Wouldn't fill it. So then I had to like call my doctor or have them transfer it to the Target because that's apparently the only pharmacy that I can get it in now is Target Pharmacy. So now I started it again, but my hormones were definitely out of whack. And the pharmacist was like, it'll take like 3 weeks probably for you to feel normal.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's really annoying.
it is. But it just shows like how much all of that has to do with your hormones and affects your mood and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the Andrew Huberman was on Armchair Expert a long time ago, but me and Cameron were listening to it yesterday. And he was talking about how when you take melatonin, it really fucks with your hormones and like either takes away estrogen or releases extra or something. And I'm really bad about taking melatonin. I take it all the time.
That's really good to know.
Yeah. So
I
feel
think
very
I'll try
motivated.
magnesium first over.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that now.
Yeah,
What?
I'm like excited to be nutriented.
Nutrient.
What the fuck is the word?
I think it's bad to get it off of. Wait, I think like Skinny Confidential probably has a code for Symbiotica.
I think she does actually. Did you see the new tool that she came out with?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just like, girl, you are doing too much. Like,
I
this
thought
is a
the
lot.
gloves,
Wait, what'd she
like the
do?
gloves were kind of funny.
The gloves were a lot. She wears fully like driving gloves, like even just walking the stroller outside so her hands don't get wrinkles.
Oh my god.
And some sun damage. I like get it, but you know.
It's just a bit much. Like in the mornings when she posts and she's like has a million things on her face. Like it's cool. Like she looks amazing. I just don't think I could ever keep up with all that.
She's somebody I do admire a lot for like being like, I don't know this. Tell me everything.
Mm-hmm.
But she's still considered like an expert, like in a go-to. So that's why I like really, she's like a good person for me to look at for that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so true. Because she like gets advice from experts, but then like when she learns from that, then she takes that into her own business and products and everything.
Yeah, and
that's
she
very
just
true.
like is a recommendation girly. You know?
That's what I admired about Chelsea Handler, because she's not afraid to ask people questions. And then she is very knowledgeable because she listens and asks questions.
How was her show?
It was
I
really
forgot to
good.
ask you.
Oh yeah, when did
I gave
you
her
go?
2
I
high
think I
fives.
saw-
Shut up!
At the end of the show, she like came and like gave people high fives.
Was it?
Did you
Were you
video
scared
it?
that she was gonna like talk to you in the audience because you were in the front
No,
row?
she doesn't do that really.
Oh, okay.
It was on Saturday night. It was really fun. It was really good. Her opener was so fucking funny too.
Who was
Vanessa
it?
Gonzalez.
I feel like she was on the podcast maybe or something.
Oh,
Before.
probably. I should go check. But yeah, she was so fucking funny. And then Chelsea was really funny. She tells a lot of stories that I've like kind of heard just because I've listened to all of her books, but it was still really good. It was cool to be in the front row.
It's not the special that's already out, right?
No.
Like this is a new one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, we saw Hannah Berner on Saturday and her opener was
Oh.
really great too.
Really?
How was
She
she
does
live?
she was really good, but it was kind of the same thing of like I've seen her tell this story on TikTok or I've seen this like she's posted the same routines before, but she does a lot of crowd work. So like it was fun that she was talking to the crowd, but we were low-key pretty close and I was like so scared that she would talk to us. But she basically only talks to like couples and straight guys in the audience.
Did you go with a friend or did you go with Cam?
No, I went with my friend Catherine. It was very fun. Yeah. And then she did a whole show after too.
The same
when we were
show
talking-
again?
Yeah. So when we were talking about Taylor Swift, like having all the energy, I was thinking this comedians, like how the fuck do they do that? They're probably so wired after.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for listening to another episode. We hope you enjoyed this one and that we got to all of your questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in our Google form. It is linked in our bio or in our Facebook group. Make sure you go join our Facebook group, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, subscribe to us on YouTube, and leave us a rate and review wherever you listen to podcasts. We'll see you next week. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.